What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight8610, and for today's video, we have a video that is sponsored by Temu, so check them out, of course, link down in the description. The reason I say it's sponsored by Temu right out of the gate is I was wondering what kind of video should I make on this, because we've shown a lot of different storage solutions from Temu. They have all kinds of really good stuff, actually. Store your cards in, different boxes, and I have them like around this new like studio setup that I have currently, which eventually I can show you guys too if you want to see that in a future video. Let me know down in the comments. But I'll try to think of something a little bit different. And then I finally got the idea of, well, a lot of people are going back to tournaments again since we're a few years, you know, after COVID and all of that, and you might have a local tournament or whatever, and people might want to know what kind of stuff they should take with them. And with Temu, they have a ton of different stuff. I mean, there's a ton of different bags on there. There's a lot of storage stuff I definitely recommend. There's just a mix of different things that you can get from their store that you could take to a tournament and have everything you need. I think these are some good options. So be sure to check out Temu. Of course, new users get a $100 bundle that they have going, like with coupons and different stuff. And there will be a link and all that kind of stuff down in the description. So check them out. Anyway, first off, I wanted to get a big backpack. This is one that I saw because they had a ton of different options on there. I really like this one because I wanted a lot of room. I want to be able to carry basically a lot of different Yu-Gi-Oh decks or multiple card game decks and playmat and everything I could possibly need. That's why I went with this one. It's, you could tell, very full, but it was able to hold everything. So first off, in this pocket, we actually have a playmat. Temu does sell playmats. I thought I would go with just like this dragon one because it's simple, to the point, can work with multiple card games, and it's a nice playmat actually. This is one that we've gotten from a past Temu video actually, and I wanted something that would just work, you know, works with every card game, and a simple giant dragon is like a staple for any card game, right? I feel like that's the kind of playmats I remember seeing back in the day. And then also too, we have like these storage tubes that you can buy on Temu as well. I plan on getting more of these, like 100%, like I'm telling you right now, because you can roll up your playmat and put it in here. So there you go. You have some expensive playmats or some of your favorites. You just want to make sure that are safe instead of folding them. This is something I would use. Then you gotta have deck boxes. They actually sell some really good deck boxes here. If you want something that's just plain, that will hold your cards and protect them, you have options here. So this one's just magnetic, and there you go. You have your cards in there. For this, I have my Red Dragon Archfiend deck that I made, so right there, you can just put it in there. You have plenty of room. I mean, this is just with an extra deck, not a side deck or anything either, so you can fit quite a few cards in there. I don't know the exact number. I'm sure it will say on Temu's shop and all that too. But yeah, it's a tough deck box. It's better than like one of those plastic ones you see from Ultra Pro, those really cheap ones. And this will protect your cards. And of course too, there's a variety of different colors. So I went Christmas themed, evidently. And of course too, they have sleeves. So yeah, I picked up a couple of sleeves. They're alright quality. I mean, it's good enough for a while. I don't think these will last like multiple play sessions. Like if you're going to multiple tournaments, I'd probably, you know, go through a few more sleeves. Because if a sleeve gets too damaged, then they could say you're trying to mark your cards. So always be careful on that. But remember, if you're looking for sleeves for Yu-Gi-Oh, Japanese sized. Alright? Standard size are for Magic, Digimon, Battle Spirits, Pokemon, and I'm sure other card games. Japanese sides are basically Yu-Gi-Oh and I think Card Fight. So yeah, keep that in mind. Then I went with like this little journal, like notepad, because you want to have paper. Yes, you can use your phone, which, I mean, that's an obvious thing. Everyone has their phone with them. That's why it's not in the bag. You're obviously going to have your phone. You have the Neuron app as well. That is the official app for Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can keep track of like life points and everything. But a lot of tournaments and stuff too like for you to actually have paper and write down what's going on. That way, if anything happens, you can look back and go, you know, if someone's questioning one of your moves and think you cheated, was like, no, this happened, this. It's like you have a log, basically, of everything that happens, and it helps protect you on that. So this is just some simple, like, lined paper, and actually pretty awesome. I like this quite a bit. So just, you know, just a notepad, basically. That's a little fancier. I like the little cover on it. Then, of course, I also have a pen. I just had a pen there, so there you go. They did have different calculators. This was one I thought was pretty cool because it also had like this little thing that you could write on. Do I still got it? Yes, I do. you can actually write on this side. So I thought that was kind of cool. I made the little, I don't know if you guys know of this. I don't know if it's still a thing anymore in schools. Like I think it was in the 90s, maybe even before that, the little S you could draw. I'm surprised, man. I hadn't drawn one of those in forever. And then you can erase by hitting the little button at the bottom there. So I thought that was really neat. Of course, it is a calculator. It's not like a graphing big-time calculator, obviously. It's cool if you got one. They're expensive, but it's overkill. Something like this will do what you need. And again, at the end of the day, too, your smartphone is going to have everything you need. I just thought this was kind of a cool option because you could also write on it. And yeah, being able to keep track of some quick things might be helpful. And besides, I kind of like the form factor and all this. So it's actually held up very well. I've used this for a little bit, and pretty nice calculator, actually. So I recommend this one, too. Also, I was trying to think of a way to keep your dice safe and everything, because with that small of a calculator, I couldn't really find a calculator case on Temu, but they have these little storage things right here. So, I don't know. I thought I would just add this into the video. It was really cheap. You could put all your dice if you needed to in this little pocket thing, and then you just zip it up, and yeah, you just kind of get everything in there. I don't have any dice with me to throw in right now, but yeah, it could be a nice little option if you need something, so why not? Here's probably one of my favorite things I bought off Temu right here, alright? If we undo the big pocket on this, which it actually is a really big pocket, like it almost turns the backpack in half, okay? Like, look at this. That's pretty insane. We actually have a storage box to put a ton of cards in, which that is awesome. And then, if that wasn't enough, you have like this laptop like sleeve right here that you could also put your trade binder. So yeah, I thought that was really cool as well. So first off, your trade binder. You always want a trade binder anyway. Always keep track of these. And yeah, you can put your cards in here and make sure they're protected. This binder is a little bit cheaper, not the highest quality, I will say, but it actually does pretty good for like a beginner. It is much better than one of those like 3-ringed binders that have the little sleeves in it. I would definitely trust this over that. But this is probably my favorite thing, like I said, because look at this storage box. And with this, you can put so many cards in this. Look at this. Like right now it has some little card dividers that came with it. But just think about that. All the different cards, different decks and everything. You couldn't put a deck, well, one of these deck boxes. You could put probably one of the Ultra Pro ones in there if you wanted to. And have them lined up with a bunch of different decks and everything too. And yeah, it's magnetic. So you can just put it together and there you go. I definitely recommend this thing. This is very nice. I'm just happy that this backpack could actually carry this storage case that easily. So definitely recommend. This is like the #1 thing I recommend right here. What do you guys think about all these options? Do you like these options? Do you not? Some other options too out there would be that you might want to bring a portable battery because you will have your phone with you. And again, obviously a phone is one of those options too that you want to have because everyone carries one of those around. So I figured that kind of goes with everything too. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Temu for sponsoring this video. It does help support the channel quite a bit with everything going on in life. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. See ya.